welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shadorn, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host who, despite the fact that it's Pride Month, continues to be a shameful person, Anna Domini, everybody. Anna, how are you doing today?
Wow. I'm not sure after after hearing that description. I'm not ashamed. In fact, my saint...
That's part of what makes you so shameful. It's like, really? You're not?
Oh, I should have more shame. So wait, are you saying to me as an LGBT person, you're saying I should be less prideful even though it's Pride Month? That's what I'm
saying that I want you to know that this has nothing to do with your sexuality. It has 100% to do with your personality.
I mean, you brought pride into it in the first place. So.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, maybe not everybody we should be so proud. I mean, it's like good on you for being open with your sexuality with, you know, your friends and family in the world, but maybe you're still ashamed.
But not in my backyard, as the bigots say.
Maybe you're still awful for other reasons.
Well, I mean, that's almost certainly true. And that's kind of the point, you know, of not tokenizing people, is that we can have LGBT villains as well. So,
that's right.
By being awful, I'm doing the work.
Do you know how many gay people I genuinely dislike because of who they are, not what they are?
Oh my God. It's sounding less progressive when you say it.
That sounded bad, but I just wanted to let you know it is 100% based on their personality and their shitty actions, and not. And it's not even at the top of that list. I'll tell you,
wow.
There's a number of people
that's quite
that have really pissed me off. But
on a personal level.
Yeah, some things are just.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't say, but.
Anyways, so Anna.
Hello.
Doing all right then. Have you done anything saintly or had anything miraculous happen to you lately?
I actually had quite a miracle happen to me, and it was kind of Pride Month related, actually. So.
What is it?
Yeah, a girl kissed me. No, I'm joking.
Oh my God.
So I went to a hen do in Edinburgh last weekend. That wasn't.
That sounds like this is leading up to a girl kiss.
Yeah. Well, we were playing Truth or Dare, and no, I mean that part of it was like, you know, that whole event was pretty heterosexual.
As they tend to be, yeah.
Heteronormative, I should say. We had a morning activity on the Saturday. It was a scavenger hunt. There was like some sightseeing, and it was pretty much the only sort of activity for the hen do that was sort of specific to where we were. So I was like, well, if I'm going to bother like going to Edinburgh, then I should like make the most of being there. So I hired a mobility scooter so that I could get around Edinburgh. And that in itself was eye-opening, like in terms of, you know, you were saying some people need to have more shame. I would say a lot of people need to have a lot more anxiety, because people were so oblivious and like just totally in the way all the time, and I got mobility scooter road rage. But anyway, I had to take the mobility scooter in a taxi from my hotel to the hen do place, and so I was getting a taxi with this mobility scooter. It does fold up, but I hadn't worked out how to fold it up by that point, so we just put the whole thing in this black cab. I was making small talk with the taxi driver, and somehow, I don't even know how it happened, but the conversation managed to turn to trans people. Like, I think we were talking about golf courses and how, like, recently in Scotland they've had a reckoning because they've had to, like, let women onto into exclusive golf clubs. And
is there nothing sacred anymore?
Well, he was sounding kind of like he's on the right page, and then he just, like, out of nowhere was like, but, you know, I think it's ridiculous that people can identify as anything they want. And I was just like, because I was sort of out of it from how tired I was. And
right.
You know, when someone is driving you in a taxi, you feel like you don't want to piss them off or like, you know, confront them in any way because they are sort of responsible for your safety. So I just like didn't really say anything. I was just like, oh yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? Very, very cowardly. But then when I got to the destination and I was like, we were getting out the taxi, somehow the brakes on the mobility scooter, like, I don't know if they were on and if they'd just not been on the whole time, but
somehow you accidentally ran this man over several times.
Pretty much. No, not quite, but as he came round the side to like help get the scooter out, it like rolled into the door like in a way that made quite a loud bang, and he was quite worried that the door would be broken. Luckily it was like, I say luckily in that I didn't have to pay for any repairs. Hopefully it is
Right.
like it's just, you know, slowly damaging the electronics. But as he was figuring out whether it was broken or not, he like trapped his head in the door. It was an electric sliding door, so it wasn't like a really big impact, but it was still like enough to feel like
Right.
God is real and they were watching and they say trans rights. So that was,
it was
my
a
miracle.
bit of instant karma for this gentleman.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. And you looked up and across the street, Jesus was just there and he gave you a little wink and then he disappeared.
Yeah, and then a rainbow appeared.
Great. Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was kind of serendipitous and kind of miraculous.
That's pretty good. That's nice. Yeah. That's a bit more miraculous than most of the things that happened to us. So that was
I
pretty
thought
nice.
so. I was like, I witnessed this happen and I was like, yay for trans rights. And then I was like, this is going to make a great miracle story.
There you go.
Those are my priorities in life.
Yeah. Did Danny go up with you to Edinburgh?
No, I told you it was a very heteronormative event. It was,
Oh, I don't know.
he's not friends with the bride. So like I'm friends.
They are not on good terms.
Like he's
I get
not.
what you're saying. Yeah. No, I just wondered if he escorted you up to Edinburgh.
No,
to help
no,
you
I was a big girl. Did it all by myself.
Oh, all right. Wow, an unaccompanied woman on a
I know,
train
without a
Ugh.
chaperone. Yeah.
Scandal.
Well, that's why I couldn't.
This is why you'll never get married.
Just made myself ineligible.
Oh
No,
my
it was
God.
why I didn't feel I could be more courageous in that confrontation in the taxi.
Right.
Because I was like by myself and.
They're going to be like, sir, I am very tired right now, but can I get your email address so that I
And I
can
will
write you
send
a
you-
strongly worded letter later?
Yeah. Maybe I should have.
Fine. You can't fight every battle.
No.
You know?
But my mobility scooter could.
It
So
seemed like the universe took over for that one. They were like,
Yeah.
we see that you're tired, Anna.
yeah, and he couldn't yell at me because it was a mobility aid. So like that would have made him even more of an asshole. But like an asshole that he would recognize was an asshole.
If he started yelling at you, you could just lay on the ground next to the mobility scooter and be like, help, this man just pushed me over.
Yeah.
Passers-by come and beat this guy up.
Next time, how about you?
I also have a pride-related saintly deed that I did. Our mutual friend, Sarah Mann, who made our theme song, she messaged us and was like, are you guys going to Pride? And I said, I'll go to Pride with you. And so,
Wow.
first
So-
off, I got to go to see her new apartment, which is cool. And then also, I went to Pride with her as an ally.
Wow. Is this your miracle? You went to Pride as an ally?
No, this is
good.
my saintly thing. I just went as with my friend as an ally. Our friend Sarah. I don't
Straight
think we're
white
telling.
men expect cookies for the
Wait,
smallest things.
you don't let me finish what I didn't do.
And I saw that guy that I hate who happens to be gay and I didn't beat him up. Well done, Matthew.
And I said, Happy Pride, you dick. Just send them real mixed messages. No, I went to Pride with Sarah. Sarah's asexual. Sometimes I think people who are asexual feel
Marginalised
not-
from
marginalized a bit
Pride,
from the
yeah.
from Pride events, and so I was happy to go with Sarah, and we hung out and we watched the parade. We stopped and had a beer and Googled all the different flags. There's many more flags than the last time I was at Pride, which was probably a decade ago.
Okay, you're starting to sound like a boomer now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just like,
All these newfangled
these
flags, they need to get off my lawn.
I'm just saying, I'm just like, well, what's that flag? That's a pretty flag. Well, that's like, that's not for me. That one's not for me.
That's how you win people over,
Yeah.
by good flag design.
Oh, nice flag. Yeah, which, well, there was one that's like intersex, which is not stripes. It's just like a circle in the middle.
That's smart.
And I'm like, come on, man, we're doing stripes. Or, not man, but come on, intersex person. We're doing stripes here. We're doing a thing.
No, but it
Anyways.
makes sense, right? Like, because a circle is like, less.
Go on.
I'm just trying to think in terms of a shape and what it represents. It's like
got a
more
vibe, yeah, that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Anyways, the nice thing I did is that we watched the parade for a while, and we got a drink, and then caught the end of the parade and wandered around.
I'm still waiting for the saintly thing.
And then I bought her a burrito. We went
Right.
to go get burritos, and I was like, I got this. And she's like, are you sure? And I was like, hey, it's your special day.
Such an ally. Wow.
But I'm saying, like, I feel like as an ally, this is something I want to say to other, straight people who are out there. They want to be good allies to the LGBT community. Buy a burrito for your queer friends. I call this Operation Queerito.
Very nice.
And I'm trying to get burritos into the hands of every queer person. I feel like for the month of June, no LGBTQ plus person should have to pay for a burrito. That is what I'm trying to get
That's
out there.
quite a big promise. Like,
I'm
quite
not
a
for
few
me,
of
but I feel
our
like
Oxford-based queer friends listen to this podcast, and so you may have overcommitted yourself.
listen, I don't think I've ever bought you a burrito. I bought Kat a burrito once. I'm happy to buy her a
That's
second
true.
burrito for pride.
I'm not sure this is the good act you think it is, because logistically, burritos, especially the ones you can get in Oxford, are not structurally very sound, and they can tend to drip down you as you eat them. So it sounds like quite an inconvenient snack.
Burritos are love. People want burritos. People are happy to have burritos. They love them.
I mean, I do like the name. I think that could catch on, but
I think that is something that crosses gender boundaries, sexual identity. I think it doesn't matter. People are into burritos. Put what you want in them. That's the thing, is they're so inclusive. You can put whatever you want in there based on the things that they have in those little trays.
right, which is a limited amount of things.
I mean, there's limited amounts of things that you can pick from everywhere. So, but the point is...
I'm not sure that's the message of gender and sexuality being a spectrum, but
I don't know. I mean, there are a lot more flags than I used to see, but
a lot more flags than burrito flavor.
When I was when I was young, you had the pride flag, you had the leather flag, and you had the bear flag, and that was it. Those were your flags.
And the American flag.
Yeah, the greatest pride flag.
Well, that's the straight pride flag.
That's
right?
the straight pride flag. Yeah, there's no straight pride flag. Yeah, it's called the American flag, buddy.
Yeah.
Look it up. Anyways, so I'm trying to get Operation Queerito off the ground.
I like it.
As a way for allies to be better allies to the queer community. And if you're not with someone, you can just Venmo them, like just send them some money, the amount that a burrito would be. Or if you're queer, just send receipts to send
your
them
straight
requests.
friends. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to your straight friends. Be like, hey, I bought a burrito today. Do you want to pick up the tab?
This is what I'm saying though, Matthew, because as the host of this podcast, you're a friend to all. So people might send their receipts to saintmisbehavinpod@gmail.com.
Please don't do that.
Neither of us have jobs. Disclaimer.
No, we're not making really money on this, but we would like if you. I'm saying do it to your friends. Don't do it to us. We're
not your friends.
We have a parasocial relationship. We get it. It seems like we're friends, and we love talking to you and experiencing this podcast with you. We do not have enough money to buy everybody burritos,
unless you subscribe to our Patreon.
Even if you do that, I don't think we can cover that.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't go to Pride because I was too fatigued, but I did spend the money that I would have spent on drinks and stuff making a donation to a couple of queer organisations locally.
To get burritos. Was it
Operation
Queerito?
Maybe they'll get burritos.
I'm incorporating Operation Queerito as a registered charity here in the UK. Go. That's what I want to do.
Just pitch it to like Stonewall as a campaign that they could do, or Oxford Pride.
Let's do Oxford Pride.
Yeah.
See, I got Oxford Pride. Get Chipotle involved. Burritos, for everybody. So Anna, today is June 18th, 2023. Who is today's saint?
So today we are looking ahead to Thursday, the 22nd of June, 4 days' time, which is the feast day of Saint Paulinus of Nola. Or Nola, I'm not sure.
New Orleans?
No.
Nola?
Nola. I think it's in France.
Oh.
We will find out. Paulinus. Yeah, no, sorry, not a lady, but an interesting chap, as we'll hear. Oh. So he was around in the 4th and early 5th century. Mm-hmm. So his dates were 354 to 431. So pretty old. By the time
pretty good. Got up there. Yeah.
Got a good run.
I don't expect to live that long, so yeah, good for him.
So his full name was in fact Pontius Meropius Paulinus.
Yeesh. I can see why you cut it out. Wait, his name was Pontius?
Yeah.
Like Pontius Pilate?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you name your kid Pontius?
Because maybe they weren't a Christian family.
Oh, were they not?
No.
Oh.
They were in fact a noble senatorial family in Bordeaux in the southwest of France.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
Yeah, pretty fancy.
Like old fancy little rich boy over here. Jeez.
Yeah, you know the classic riches to sainthood tale coming up.
Pipeline. Oh wow.
Yeah,
so amazing.
Yeah, so he was born in 354 to a family of noblemen in the Roman Empire. Big deals. Right. So Pontius would probably have been quite a popular name, I imagine.
It's one that's fallen out of favor now, but at the time, it was very much the Noah of its day.
Yeah.
As to say, or what's a popular? Apparently, Luna is very popular these days.
That's a pretty name.
That's one that people are hearing a lot.
His family owned estates not only in France, but also in Iberia and Italy.
Oh, not a connected estate that included.
No.
That's a lot of land to cover, but it's but 3 different places. Okay.
Fingers in several large pies.
Yeah.
Paulinus was educated in Bordeaux by a poet called Ausonius, and the two men became great friends.
So you didn't have a really great math education.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you you need a bit of rhythm and meter and stuff for poems, I guess.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I don't think you have a very good math education. No, I don't
Wow.
think that.
I have an A-level, sir.
I would argue that you probably haven't done any serious math in 15 years.
15?
Yeah.
I'm not that old. A-level
I
maths
don't
was
know.
when I was 18.
Yeah, but I imagine that A-level was pretty easy.
Anyway,
Right.
Paulinus avoided that by going down the poetry route.
Yeah.
So, bit of context. In 375, Emperor Valentinian, who I guess was the Roman emperor at the time, was succeeded by his son Gratian. 2 years later, Gratian appointed Paulinus as suffect consul at Rome. So I guess because he was an educated, noble guy, he was like friends with the higher-ups and got this very Roman establishment job.
It's effortlessly rising upwards.
Yeah,
Like
very
a
much.
balloon filled with the hot air of privilege.
Yes, quite.
But wait, what was this position? What do we know what this actually, like, what this entailed?
No.
Okay.
It, like, in charge of stuff. A
Okay.
bit of stuff.
Right.
In 380, he was made governor of Campania, a province in southern Italy.
That was a tough election because they're constantly campaigning there.
Very nice. So I guess the point is he was quite well travelled. He's going all over the empire.
Yeah. Where's Campania again?
Oh, it's southern Italy, so
Oh, that's in southern
still
Italy.
Italy, but it's a fair way away from France.
He's making his way down. He goes from Bordeaux to Rome to southern Italy, so
Indeed.
pretty soon he's going to end up in Egypt.
Spoiler alert, just the geographical trajectory he's going on. No.
Yeah. I mean, we have 3 points we can extrapolate. I mean, if you knew math, you'd understand that once you have like 3 points, you can start to extrapolate.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is my lack of trigonometry. The Campanians were people who venerated Saint Felix of Nola, and Paulinus built a road for pilgrims to visit the shrine and a hospice for the poor nearby. So although he's like very Roman establishment-y, he's not on the team persecutions. He's not Team Diocletian.
He does seem to be like, I don't know, a governor, like a functioning, a functionary of the state, like a person who does like the things that a state
I mean, I
needs
guess
to
the Romans
run.
are known for building roads.
Yeah, like
so-
they built a road and a hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So you're saying like big deal. He's just doing his job.
No, I mean, now it feels like a big deal because no politician seems to want to
Yeah, that's
actually
true.
seem to want to accomplish
Are
a
you
lot of
saying
stuff.
he didn't spend hundreds of thousands of pounds of public money investigating why he wasn't given a peerage by his best friend?
Yeah. I mean, I just thought, he'd spend the entire time campaigning because he was in Campanium, but
Well,
but
that's
he actually
it.
did do some work.
Sorry, not a hospital, a hospice. So,
Oh, well. Same thing. They were the same thing at the time. They were just like,
Yeah.
we don't know how to fix this, so can you just hang out over there and we'll let nature take its course?
before science, every hospital
What's
is
the
a
hospice?
hospice.
Was that broken leg? I just...
I don't fancy your chances.
yeah.
Paulinus's political career came to an end when Emperor Gratian was assassinated in 383 in Lyon, France.
By Leon the Professional? No.
What?
That's the movie about the assassin, Leon the Professional. Forget it. Just shut
Okay.
up. Go on.
No, Lyon, the place in France.
Okay.
So Paulinus then travelled to Milan to study at the school of St Ambrose, who was an early Christian theologian and statesman.
Okay.
But then in 384, Paulinus returned to Bordeaux and married a Christian noblewoman from Barcelona.
So wait, he
Cool.
was Christian this whole time? Is this the Holy Roman Empire or is it the regular Roman Empire?
No, it's the regular one. So it's still
Right.
very early on.
Right.
I think Christianity didn't become part of the Roman Empire until, I want to say 454, but it might have been like 545. This is
Okay.
one of the key, like one of my papers was called like the early church from like 50 CE to like number, and that number was the year that Constantine converted, but I can't now remember what it was. So that's a damning indictment on the quality of education you get at Oxford.
According to a quick Google search, it says that the Roman Empire finally fell apart in 476.
Yeah, but it was Christian before then.
What was it then?
Hang on. I was way out. So I guess it was the state religion at
Right,
that
yeah.
point. So being a governor, it would have been like probably quite like, what's the word, like establishment-y at the time. So like he probably would have been Christian in a cultural sense, but not necessarily having like a particular personal faith yet. I would say.
Okay. So
based on what comes after.
right. So Constantine converts in 313. And
Yeah.
then, so his dad would have been like, okay, I'll be Christian or whatever. So he would have been kind of raised in,
Yeah.
of like the first generation of people who were raised in the Christian empire. But
Maybe.
like,
I mean,
maybe
he
their
was
parents
born,
weren't that
what?
into it.
Oh, he was born in 354. Wow. So yeah,
Yeah.
he was literally, he wouldn't have remembered a time
No.
before.
But his dad might have, right? Like his dad
Yeah.
might have been like, oh, okay, fine.
Well, maybe that's why he called him Pontius, just, as a little rebellion.
Yeah.
Throwback to the good times.
So he goes back to Bordeaux.
Yeah, and marries a Christian noblewoman from Barcelona called Teresia.
Okay.
Little is known about the following years. 5 years later,
Just an endless honeymoon with Teresa, huh? Just kind of
Teresia,
hey,
actually.
Teresia. Uh-huh.
In somewhere between the south of France and Spain. It's not a bad place to have your honeymoon.
Yeah.
But
no,
yeah,
sounds
5 years later, Paulinus was baptized a Christian by a guy called Bishop Delphinus. So
Okay.
I guess, yeah, he would have been like culturally and establishment-y Christian, and then he became like,
Right.
fully
But now he actually believes it.
card-carrying,
He's like,
baptized. Yeah.
He's like finally looking into it, and he's like, oh, actually, this is,
Well, now that there's way less like death involved,
yeah, right. So it seems a lot safer,
it's
right?
a bit more appealing. Yeah.
And your wife's into it. She's like, well, Teresa's really into it, so.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's thought that his conversion may have been prompted by a disease of the eye, which was cured by Saint Martin of Tours, which I think is southern France. Paulinus himself credited his conversion to Saint Felix, who was the saint of the Campanians, and he wrote a poem about Saint Felix every year, or to Saint Felix every year. And these are regarded as the primary source of Saint Felix's life. So
Wait.
everything we know about Saint Felix is from Paulinus's, I want to say, fan mail?
Wait, but St. Felix was dead at this point, right?
I guess if he had a church.
But he was already a saint, right?
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah,
already
he
dead
must
at this
have been.
point?
Let's see. Well,
Or
no,
you
because
need-
there were back in that day there were some living saints.
What? No, there wasn't. I thought the being dead is the
It's a
first
prerequisite.
step to becoming a
Okay. Yes. So Felix died in 260. So I guess it wasn't. Well, like I guess poems can be like titled. For example, the title of the poem could have been "To Saint Felix,"
Right.
or like "Ode to Felix," or whatever.
It's like that one Elton John song that's written to Marilyn Monroe, but she was dead at the time.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Yeah, it's the same
So
basic
maybe
thing.
not fan mail, but
Like a tribute to
tributes. There we go.
Yeah.
Hearing of Paulinus's conversion, his old tutor Ausonius wrote verses in reproach. So he was clearly like, you've forgotten everything I taught you about.
Is this like early rap battles?
That's what I thought as well. Because then Paulinus responded with his own poems. So yeah, it's early church rap battles.
I just love the idea of somebody getting a letter and opening it up and reading these very cutting verses, and then there's just like a bunch of people around that guy going like, "Oh shit!
Or like,
Oh no, he did it! Oh!"
someone does a sick burn and you cross yourself.
Yeah.
I sadly don't have the actual poems because I think that would be quite funny to see the the bars that he spat back. But
they're probably written in some dumb language, like
That's
Latin
true.
or French or something. It wouldn't
yeah,
make any difference to us,
so the rap nature would have been lost on our ears. But Paulinus responded with his own poems, arguing that giving to the poor didn't mean contempt for earthly possessions, but instead an appreciation for them as the highest aim of charity.
Okay.
I guess he was like,
You can get stacks and stacks, but still give back. Is that probably what one of the lines was?
yeah, but in Latin.
It still rhymes in Latin.
And that's like a lot of rap today, right? It's like,
Is in Latin?
yeah.
But those are just Gregorian chants. That's not real rap. That's not what you think it is, I don't think.
Yeah, no, but I'm very out of touch. Following his baptism, Paulinus was falsely accused of having murdered his brother.
Why? What?
Well, we haven't heard of his brother before, so
Yeah, first
I
off,
guess
yeah.
it's suspicious, is it not?
This guy shows up claiming to be his brother, then all of a sudden he mysteriously disappears.
Yeah.
It's like there will be blood.
I guess like maybe it had something to do with like his deciding to not be, you know, a super rich guy. Maybe his aristocratic friends like rejected him, and so they did false accusations. That's a possibility.
Why? Oh, whatever. All right, whatever.
You know, when you convert to Christianity and then you lord it over everyone else and you make enemies.
So you're saying that these people were like,
he
murdered his brother, and Paulinus was like,
I don't have a brother, and they're like, exactly.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
If you did murder your brother, please produce him. It's like, what? But my parents are dead now. I don't even know.
And who killed them?
Yeah. Oh, and so he's not just stopped at his brother, folks. He's killing his whole family. What's next?
Well, he also, around this time, he and Theresia had a child who was sadly died at 8 days old. So perhaps due to these misfortunes, the couple moved to Spain and entered into the religious life, selling all of their belongings and giving the money to the poor.
That's very nice of them. So, I mean, that's a sad... it's
a sad conversion event.
Yeah, I mean, tragedy of that nature is difficult for any family.
Yes.
I don't know if this is the best response, but I understand it.
People have different coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I can understand being like, you know what? Life is bullshit. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And they speak a lot of European language. Well, I guess maybe just Latin again at this point. So Spain was, the logical place.
So now they're in Spain in the religious life. Like,
yes.
Okay. What is it? Do you know what that entails? Or
yeah, building churches. We'll get to that. Okay. I think. On Christmas Day 393, Paulinus was ordained as a presbyter by Bishop Lampius of Barcelona, although he was reluctant to take the position.
Wait, so this lumpy bishop makes him a what now?
A presbyter.
What is a presbyter? Presbyter?
A presbyter is a minister in the early church.
Okay, but not a priest, just like a lower.
Yeah.
So is that why Presbyterians have ministers and not priests?
Maybe, because by default they're all presbyters.
Right. So he becomes this presbyter, so he can still be married to Teresa.
Yeah, I guess that's which is the loophole that's...
which, I don't know if this came up, but she sounds like a real hot number. Maybe I'm just projecting, but I'm just like...
It sure sounds like it.
Sexy Spanish lady by the name of Teresa.
Oh my goodness.
Am I being cancelled?
We struggle enough to get these stories of saints to pass the Bechdel test, and here comes the one female character we've had so far, and you objectify her straight away.
Oh, I'm a jerk for saying she's attractive. Wow. I think she would have appreciated that compliment.
Oh my gosh. And this is why nice guys never get to sleep with... That's what you sound like.
All right, fine.
Paulinus didn't want to stay in Barcelona, and so he and Teresa moved to Nola, where Paulinus remained until his death.
Nola is in Italy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, where the Campanians are.
Right.
I guess this is why he is Paulinus of Nola, despite the fact that he was from Bordeaux, because this is, I guess, where his saintly work started.
Really gets into high gear.
Yeah, he's like, right, now we're in this place, gotta take this shit seriously.
I actually like this place, so I'm actually going to put some work into it.
Yeah, I care about these people's souls, so I'm gonna make some effort to save them.
And not just bridges and death houses this time, putting in the real work.
Indeed. Yeah, no useful amenities like that now. He's building churches.
Yeah. It's all about that. It's all about that spiritual life.
He undertook significant building works, restoring the ancient basilica and rebuilding a new church. Rebuilding a new church sounds like something that a Tory politician would say about a hospital. He restored the ancient basilica and rebuilt the church in the saint's honour. So I guess in honour of
So
Felix.
you become like just a general contractor. You're just doing contract work.
That's what a lot of saints from this time are, I would say.
Right. It does seem like you do get like why, people are like, oh, I'm obviously a good person if I build a building. Like that's how you launder your reputation. It's been happening for thousands of years.
What kind of buildings do you have in mind, Maggie? Could it be the Oxford University Sackler Library, for example? That's just had to change its name.
The Sackler Library, yeah. Or more, the Sackler wing of various museums and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it undoes pretty much anything bad you may have done in the past.
For sure. Especially if it's for God, not even for the noble noble pursuit of education, but for
I know,
for
right?
Jesus.
Like the arts, that's bullshit. We're talking about glorifying God here. That guy did nothing wrong. That guy made platypuses, which are weird and cool at the same time. And you're like, man, that guy, he's thinking in ways I'm not thinking. It's like, come on, you got to give it up to that.
For sure. I guess like he would have cared about the arts as well because of his passion for poetry.
Yeah.
So maybe he's building the same way that you are building a comedy scene in Oxford, or contributing to the building of the comedy scene in Oxford. He was developing the poetry scene in Nola.
So he thinks that once he has all these churches, poetry really going to start taking off.
Yeah.
In Nola. Okay.
What rhymes with church?
Lurch.
So he's going to get people to lurch towards the church.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. See, I've already been inspired.
How many churches did this town or region need? Is also the question.
You can never have too many churches, Matthew.
Because, I mean, of all the places you've mentioned, like Bordeaux and Rome and Barcelona, I've heard of them.
Right.
But I've never heard of Nola.
But you've not heard of Nola.
I'm suspecting it's not as big a place and therefore requires that much infrastructure for church stuff.
If you anagram the letters, Nola is like the end of Barcelona. So that makes it kind of significant, right?
That makes no sense.
Okay, let me see how big Nola is. I googled Nola and it just comes up with loads of stuff about New Orleans.
Oh, that's what I said. Google's stealing my bits.
It's a municipality in Naples now, which is in the region of Campania.
All right, it currently has a population of 34,000 people.
Okay, that's not tiny. I mean, think how many churches there are in Oxford, and there's only like 100,000 people here.
Yeah, there's like 150,000 people. There's like 5 times more people here in Oxford.
Uh-huh.
And this is also centuries ago, so I'm guessing there probably weren't that many people there.
Well, there were less people, but I think it was a more significant place because it was an actual city back in the day.
I don't know. Whatever. Anyways.
Plus, yeah, you can never have too many churches.
Disagree, but all right. So
they already had one death house and one road. So once you've got a road, you can put churches on either side of it. Right. You're not thinking with your thinking head.
You cross that with another road. You could put one on each corner. So he decides he's going to build churches in Nola, right?
Yeah.
And then how's that turn out?
He is believed to have introduced the use of bells into church services.
Wow.
So he's a real innovator.
This is the guy who innovated bells? Whoa. I'm sorry I said anything.
You've been living with his legacy the whole time. And,
I know. You're just like, you never really think about like who is, I mean, this is why my mind's blown because I was like, I take it so for granted that churches have bells. And it's like, this is the guy who was like.
They were all bellless before.
Yeah, put some bells on that.
Which is like, maybe he slowed down on building the churches now that each one could make more noise.
Right. But how people know that the church is here?
Yeah, we don't have the internet, so.
Yeah, we could put a tall tower, then people could see it. Yeah, but what if you're blind? Oh, good point. What if we put something loud in the tall tower? Now you're thinking. So what, like, I'm saying like a flock of geese. Ooh, that seems messy and difficult to maintain.
A lot of maintenance, yeah.
What if we had a guy who yelled up there? It's like, it's a bit Muslim. Could we do anything that's maybe more Christian specific?
This is before the time of Muhammad. But I appreciate your commitment to the bit.
Yeah, I knew that too. I was just
Sure.
Anyways, hey, I know a guy in Naples. He makes these big metal things called bells. Tell me more about this bell technology.
Yeah, see, as a well-connected aristocrat, he basically, it's like the PPE contracts of his day.
Right.
He was like, got this idea for this perfect solution.
Yeah, that also helps me sell a bunch of my buddies' bells, and I get 10% on each of those bells. So let's get some more churches and some more bells.
It was all about commission. We are blowing this conspiracy wide open.
Oh my God.
So the medieval Nola was a kind of handbell that was named for the saint. And medieval steeple bells were referred to as campanas or campanas, like the Campanians.
Oh, I see. Wait, is this where Campari comes from? No, it's spelled different, isn't it?
No, yeah. I'm going to guess no.
It probably is. So this guy's like, he's the first one to be like, bells. He just walks in the room. He's like, guys, I got one word for you. Bells.
And then he pulls out a big flip chart and it's covered with all these diagrams about how it could work. He's got a bell curve on there to show how he's going to attract loads of people.
That is crazy that he was the guy who was like...
What a treat for you.
But it started out with handbells.
Yeah.
Somebody came up with handbells and he's like, no, bigger.
Think bigger.
Just slap that bell out of your hand. No, if I can pick it up, it's too small. I want a giant bell. A big fucking, the biggest fucking bell you can get. You call that a bell, you fucking cowards. Anyways,
well,
so,
I am
okay.
extremely apologetic to tell you that historians have since established that the use of bells in Christian worship cannot be traced.
No, I don't want to hear how this ends. No, I won't believe it. Stop this. No. Why are you doing this to me? I was having so much fun with this guy being the inventor of bells in churches, and now you're telling me it's not historically accurate?
Yeah, I mean, none of it is really. But...
Well, wait. So when did historians, quote unquote, say that the bells?
Well, look, this country's had enough of experts. Okay, so
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't have an alternative explanation.
But they were just like, everybody's always been using bells.
Yeah. Although I guess it would have, like, you know, when Christians were being persecuted and had to be secretive, they would not have been. I would say bells would have been much more of a hindrance.
Oh, I love that every day they just gather at the police station and they're just like, nope, we'll just wait for the bells, boys. I'm telling you, these Christians are stupid. So, there it goes. All right, just follow the sound of the bell. No, they just keep it up. I don't know. They have not learned yet.
I haven't seen it, but it sounds like the film A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place.
Yeah,
no, wait,
very much like that.
A Quiet Place, yeah. Yeah, but instead of Romans, it's aliens.
Right, yeah.
And
same
bells,
difference.
Everything, yeah.
Any noise.
Mm-hmm.
He's traditionally credited with the bell, so I think you can still hold on to that myth because you're emotionally attached to it.
Maybe it was like they were doing the handbells, and he was like, "No, bigger bells."
Yeah,
he's the one who said the big bells. It's like. People are not going to take us seriously as a religion with these piddly little bells.
Yeah, they're just pathetic. So maybe because the handbell was called the Nola, maybe that was like the biggest regret of his life, that he had some small bells named after him as well as the steeple ones. So let's say, for the purposes of this podcast and your sanity, he invented bells.
Thank you. Wait, he invented bells?
Sorry, he innovated the synthesis between the church and the bell.
You know what? I'm wondering who invented bells, because this is.
Oh my God.
The thing is, you've made me aware of something that I've taken for granted my entire life. Just like bells, yeah, sure, bells.
Oh, you're welcome.
Like they're everywhere. They're at the church. People ring them. It's like, but wait, who invented the bell? Who was the first? Was it Alexander Graham Bell? Maybe.
That does not make chronological sense.
I don't know.
I would say it definitely
Was it his
wasn't Paulinus,
ancestor?
because he was an arts guy rather than a science guy. And I think
That's
you
true.
need
Yeah.
like an engineer to make a bell. But yeah, I would say that as his background as a poet probably like connects with his appreciation for the rich sound that can be accompanied by
A bell.
worship. Yeah.
We need to jazz up this worship with some bells.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Like,
'cause we think that jazz involves bells. We have not figured out what jazz is yet here in the 3rd century.
there you go.
All right, so what else did you do?
He was active in the life of the early church.
Mm-hmm.
In January 406, he hosted a circle of Christians, including the Bishop of Beventum and Saint Melania the Younger. So, topical. So, I guess, like, being a sort of noble Christian guy, he would have supported the church by holding good Christian nobleman networking events.
Yeah, he had a big shindigs, and he all the who's who of future dead martyrs, and like, well, I guess it wouldn't be martyrs at this point, but probably most of them, but future
Miracle
dead
workers.
nice people.
Yeah.
Miracle workers, just nice folk. I don't know.
He also wrote numerous letters to prominent theologians. So, using his transferable skills from earlier.
Were the letters, like angry letters? Like, you're way off base, I'm going to fucking kill you? This one has a turd in it. God, this guy's disgusting.
It was like, dear Saint Jerome, please invest in my bells.
Yeah.
Like, I've got entangled in this multi-level marketing scheme, and I now in my church is just full of like thousands of denarii worth of bells, and I need to get rid of them. Please.
Yeah. Have you considered bells? I know a good bell guy. Get you a good deal. Come on. Work with me here.
Oh my god. Maybe if you spent less money on postage and more time trying to sell these bells, you'd be okay.
I just like to think he was genuinely excited about the bells, and he was just writing to people like, guys, bells.
Yeah.
You really got to try it. It's great. I talked to you about this in person, but I am deaf from the bell. So I have to write you letters.
Surely that would mean he'd be better at talking about it in person because he'd be really loud, so you could
Maybe.
Have a really big crowd and everyone would hear him.
Why are you yelling? What?
Bells are amazing!
They're so amazing, these bells. I got too close. Hey, pro tip, don't get too close to the bells.
Disclaimer on every bell.
Is he also the guy who thought up, like, maybe we should get a hunchback to ring these bells?
Oh my god. Someone no one cares about.
Oh, that's awful.
You said it.
I'm just referencing literature. You made it.
But many of his letters survive, including a correspondence with Augustine, big name,
Ooh.
and Jerome, who is known for translating the Bible into Latin.
Just a number of cease and desist letters from St. Augustine. It's like, I don't know, what are you saying, like Piddly Regional Saint? Fuck you.
Yeah.
St. Augustine, motherfucker.
Nola, I hardly knew her.
Hey. Okay. What? No.
I was going to say Nola, I've never heard of it, but then as I said it, I was like, wait, there's a famous joke structure that I can use here, but I think I may have misused it.
I think abuse is a better term. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe later on you can edit it so that it sounds really appropriate. Anyway.
No, I'm going to edit it so you sound worse.
Sometime between 408 and 410, Teresia passed away. And around this time, Paulinus was ordained Bishop of Nola and served in the role for 20 years.
Oh, so now that he's single, he's like,
Set him
okay, well,
free.
guess I'll become a priest.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get a hotter wife than Teresia, so might as well become a priest.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the last thing he did for 20 years until he died at Nola on the 22nd of June, 431.
Well.
So, yeah, bit of travelling, bit of real estate, a lot of bell entrepreneurship, and happy marriage.
Was he buried inside a bell?
It doesn't say if he was buried inside a bell.
Should have been.
Surprisingly. But I can tell you other things about his relics, because you clearly are very keen to hear them.
Sure.
So his
wait,
bones were...
wait, let's do the miracles thing
Okay,
first.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Go on then. Ask me about
So did he? But did he have any miracles?
Well, Gregory the Great wrote down a legend about Paulinus' time as
Is he
bishop.
that great though? I mean, his name's Greg. I mean, I'm sorry that you undercut the second part with the first part. Like you're already starting out like Greg, and then you're just like my expectations are low, and like the Great. Right now, I'm very dubious.
Okay,
But
well maybe in
anyways,
Latin it would have been like Gregorius, which sounds more prestigious, I want to say.
maybe?
Have we done Gregory the Great? I feel like we
No.
might have done. No?
Well, no, we've done Abba the Great and
Yeah.
Andrew the Great,
Which is
I
great.
think we've done a
like
couple
Abba is more indisputably great. I would
Maybe
say.
it means great in terms of like size.
Big Greg.
In Latin, it was Big Greg, but then it's gotten translated. Everybody call him Big Greg, but they translate to Latin and translate back to English. It's like Gregor the Great. It's like, and
Yeah.
like, but his friends would be like, "What, that fat ass? No,
That's often what happens with translations.
because we got two Gregs, and we call that guy Little Greg and Big Greg. So, because Little Greg's like 5 feet tall,
Right.
Skinny guy, Big Greg, he's a big guy. Yeah, so not necessarily
Well-
value judgment, just a thing.
His feast day is the 3rd of September in the Latin Church, or the 12th of March in other churches. So maybe we will hear about him soon-ish.
Okay, irrelevant. What? So, what does this have to do with Gregory the Great?
Well, he wrote some stuff about Paulinus, including that during a Vandal raid, a poor widow was said to have come to Paulinus for help.
Help! There's vandals everywhere. They're TPing my trees and graffitiing
No, there was
all my
like-
walls. These dirty vandals.
Yeah, so the neighborhood
They tipped over my garbage can. Stop it, you vandals!
was a prominent member of the neighborhood watch, and so he dealt with those vandals. No, look, like vandal with a capital V. It was like an enemy people of Rome, I think. This poor widow came to Paulinus explaining that her only son had been kidnapped by the son-in-law of the Vandal king, which, I'm sorry, but Vandal King
What?
sounds great.
I mean, it would be cool to be the Vandal King, but to be the son-in-law of the Vandal King, like, talk about failing upwards, I think.
So I guess, like, Vandal Prince had kidnapped this poor widow's son, but Paulinus had already paid the ransom for many captives and had run out of money. So it's like, oh yeah, I would help you, but
My ransom budget is just run right out. It's
come
been a
to
tough
me
year
maybe next year, and we might have regrouped a bit.
So, starting the next fiscal year in September, my hostage budget will refill. But right now, I'm kind of out till the end of the fiscal year. But it's been a difficult time with all the kidnappings. But it's just
understandable. So that's what the non-saintly
it's like,
response.
yes, I know you're looking at all the gold in the church, but that is not earmarked for hostages. It's for it's for godly things.
Yeah.
I can't just take gold from one count and put it in the other count. It's just not how it works. It's complicated. So I'm gonna say we're gonna have to pass on being able to help you. But if he's still alive in September, come back. We could probably help you out.
Indeed. So that would have been what Matthew would have said in that situation. Mm-hmm. But Paulinus said to the woman, "Such as I have, I give thee." So he wasn't able to give money, but instead he travelled to Africa to take the widow's son's place.
Okay.
So he was accepted in place of the boy and was employed as a gardener.
Oh.
After a while, the king discovered that Paulinus was in fact Bishop of Nola. So he would have been pretty old at this point. He would have been like, well, not for the time. He would have been pretty old. He probably would have been about
in his 50s or 60s.
50, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Vandal King set him free, along with all of the captive townspeople of Nola.
Oh.
It turns out that the son-in-law conversed with Paulinus and found him to be very wise and decided to introduce him to the king one dinner time. So as the king sat at the table, Paulinus entered bringing fresh herbs. I guess like the miracle there is showing he learnt gardening really quickly and just really took to it.
He's like, let me tell you how good Italian food is. This is called oregano.
Yeah.
And this is basil.
You could convert me. When the king set eyes on him, he began to tremble. The king revealed that he'd seen Paulinus in a dream. Paulinus had been sitting in judgment over the king, among other judges, and had taken away the whip that he'd used to punish others with.
So it was an erotic dream.
Because there was a whip, yes. When the king discovered that Paulinus was in fact the Bishop of Nola, he released him along with all of the captive townspeople of Nola.
Right.
So I guess the miracle was just him getting involved, and his spiritualness changed hearts and minds.
Right.
But Greg also claimed that when Paulinus died, his chamber was shaken by an earthquake, while the rest of the house stood still as his soul was shaken from his body. So
wait, it just shook in the one room, but
made a little deathquake.
Weird.
Yeah.
Because wouldn't all the rooms be attached?
Mysterious.
No, I guess so. Well.
Maybe someone felt a bit shaky seeing him die.
Yeah,
and the room shaking.
A dead body. Ugh.
Yeah, I suppose it's there was supposedly an earthquake when Jesus died as well, so it's like a little symmetry of that. So yeah, I mean, freeing a whole bunch of captives.
Good work.
Yeah, just with your gardening skills. I mean, I'm currently growing tomatoes, and if I could, change the structural order of things.
Is that getting anybody out of slavery?
Well, probably not, but that's why I'm not a saint.
No,
I don't have the miraculous gardening power that he does. That was it on the miracles.
Right. Also appearing in the dream, I guess, is kind of a miracle.
Yeah, but it's definitely miracle adjacent. Saintly.
What about relics? Do you have any relics?
I have that his bones were taken as relics by Prince Grimoald III of Benevento around the year 800. And from the 11th century, they were kept in the church of St. Adalbert on the island of Tiber in Rome.
Wait, the island of Tiber in Rome?
Yeah, there's an island in Rome.
In the Tiber River, and it's also called Tiber.
Yeah. Or maybe it's an island in Tiber and it was just a mistake, a typo.
Oh, an island in the Tiber River would make more sense.
Let's see.
Anyways.
Tiber. Not Tiberius, just Tiber.
You're looking up James Tiberius Kirk.
What?
Captain Kirk's middle name is Tiberius. Thought we all knew that. Did they teach you anything in that stupid college?
Stupid dum-dum college.
Yeah, stupid dum-dum college for idiots.
No, nothing, to be fair.
Oh, no, there's an island, Isola Tiberia.
Oh, there you go. Sounds like
Island,
Tiber Island.
Which is in the middle of the Tiber River in Rome. So they.
Is there a church there?
There's a
Or
hospital
were they just
there.
buried in the ground?
Oh, yeah. The Basilica di San Bartolomeo de Il Sola.
Oh, well, at the time it was called the Church of St. Adalbert.
I can see why they changed it. However, does not roll
Yeah,
off
that
the
one
tongue.
sounded more impressive. In 1908, they were translated...
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at doing an image search. This is a really cool island of church. Ooh. That's
Well,
nice.
we'll add it to our Saint Misbehaving pilgrimage tour that we're going to do at some point.
People don't talk about the Tiber. Like, they talk about the Seine or the Thames. I bet the Tiber is nice.
Cool.
Just putting
We
it
should
out there.
campaign to make the Tiber one of the great famous European rivers. Then.
I don't know.
Do people talk about the Thames, though? I feel like only English people really talk about the Thames.
Maybe. I feel like well, I don't know.
I'd say, like, iconic rivers, you've got the Seine and the Nile and the Mississippi and the Ganges. I would say they're, like, the big deal ones.
The Volga.
Never heard of it.
The Danube. The Volga. It's the longest river in Russia. I think that's what makes
Okay.
it the longest river in Europe.
The Danube I have heard of because of the song.
Oh, yeah. Fucking on the Danube. That's a great song.
No, I meant the waltz, but
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
I'm in
You're
some
like a
ways
million
more
years old.
cultured than
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
anyways, so his relics, they ended up in Rome in the end.
So they were in Rome on that little island for a while, and then in 1908 they were translated to a new cathedral in Nola, which is an appropriate place for them, but that's not where they ended up.
Dude, were you kidding me?
They must be so tired by now.
So you started in Nola, and now you've gone full circle back
Yeah.
to Nola. And they're
but-
there now. That's where they are now.
No.
No. Okay.
That's where they were in 1908. But now, I don't know when this happened, but now they're kept in somewhere called Sutera in Sicily, where every year at Easter a procession is held in the saint's honour. I'm not sure why Nola was the thing that stuck. I guess he was there for the longest time when he was alive.
Right.
Yeah, now he's in Sicily.
Yeah.
Another island. See, I do know some geography.
But why? Whatever. They could have done a procession in Nola. What are the people in Nola doing right now?
Yeah, Sicily already has tourism.
Yeah. Fucking Sicily. Come on. Sicily, be cool. And it's not even like it's just like Saint Paulus.
Paulinus?
Paulinus, thank you.
This
It's
guy
not
we're
like just
talking
Saint
about.
It's not like it's just Saint Paulinus. It's Saint Paulinus of Nola. So it's like
Yeah.
in the name. So like, let's
Maybe
be
that's
cool,
what
Sicily.
the Nolans argue, and they're just, maybe there's a campaign group to bring him home. Bring our boy home. That's the end of his bones stuff. I'm just trying to... So, based on everything that we have discussed, what do you think his patronages are?
Oh, is he the patron saint of campaigning? In that campaign town.
He did a pretty good job.
Is he the patron saint of being just a good governor? Just like being like a good public
Okay.
servant? And
Yeah,
like,
the patron saint of civil servants.
yeah, just like he's filling in potholes and making sure that garbage gets picked up. He's doing everything that everybody wants a politician to do, and it's like, yeah, good for you.
That's
No?
fair. It's not on my list. But my list is incredibly short.
Is he the patron saint of having a hot Spanish wife?
I'm sure there are others
Yeah,
that are more famous. Plus, like, she might only be hot in your conception of her in your mind.
that's her.
So
I think that she was beautiful on the inside and out. Yeah, what happened to her? She did the religious. Was she just there with him, helping him build churches, or?
yeah, I guess so. Well, she was a woman, so her contributions would have been quite limited. Although she was a noblewoman, so maybe she was able to financially contribute a bit.
Maybe. They gave all their money away.
Yes.
Wait, so how'd they build the churches? Wouldn't it have make more sense to keep the money and then use that to build the churches?
Well, I think we've seen in other saint stories, you give all your money away and then you ask your rich friends to buy you land for churches, right?
That's probably the best. Yeah, you're right. And then that way you're getting
You get the tax breaks.
you make sure that you gave that money to the poor, and then you're draining money from the rich to give to the poor as well.
Yeah.
Or at least to the church.
We back that idea.
I think it's a fine idea. All right. Is he the patron saint of contractors?
He is not alone in being a saint who built a lot of churches.
I know, but it just seemed like, I don't know, seemed like a very contractor guy. Well, okay, is he the patron saint of bell-based conspiracies?
He is the patron saint of bell makers.
Of bell makers, that makes sense, yeah.
Although we've established he probably didn't make any bells himself.
Right.
I guess the bell makers would be very grateful to him.
Right.
So then, yeah.
He's really the only reason that we have professional bell makers.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, who's buying bells? Like, nobody. The occasional clock tower. Like, come on. Like back then, they wouldn't have had clocks, really, in the same way. So they probably... the art of making bells would have died out before mechanical clocks got in, and then every mechanical clock would, I don't know, like have a honking noise or something. Like they'd just be big.
Because of all the geese.
Yeah. Is he the patron saint of localized earthquakes or against localized earthquakes?
Against. Well, no, I mean he invoked one in a way, didn't he?
Yeah.
So
very local earthquakes. Like a guy could use an earthquake right now.
Right here.
Like just right in the middle.
What purpose would that serve?
Hey, it's like you're just like, my back's feeling very sore, and I would just like, I'm gonna lay on the ground in my yard, and like if the earth could shake right now, kind of just give me a little
be a bit soothing.
Yeah, like that'd be nice. Yeah, pray. So could he do that? Is that a thing? I could.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Why don't you ask him to intercede for you and see if it happens, and then maybe that'll be your miracle next time.
Alice is gonna be home, and I would be dehydrated from laying out in the sun of the backyard all day, and I was like, I thought there'd be an earthquake.
Then you might have a religious vision if that happens.
Maybe. What are his patronages then, besides bell makers?
Apart from bell makers, and that's all the ones I have on my official list. It's just bell makers.
Oh.
But on another website, it says he is the patron saint of a place
Nola?
in Italy. No, it's Sutera in Italy, in
What?
Sicily.
What in Sicily? Come on,
Yeah,
they stole that saint's bones. You don't get to be.
And then his patronage, yeah.
Were the people of Sutera in Sicily like? Well, they already have Felix of Nola.
Yeah.
So do they really need? Does Nola, a town with a population of 3,400?
Oh, was it 3,400? I thought it was 34,000.
No, 34,000. Sorry, a population of 34,000.
Yeah. Do they really need two patrons?
Do they really need two saints?
Yeah.
I bet there's another patron saint. Google if there's another patron saint of Sutera.
Huh?
What is it, Sutera?
Yeah. There are, in fact, he's one of three.
See, fucking Sicily, greedy motherfuckers. This is why. All right, I'm calling you out, Sicily.
Oh my god. Wait, I'm fairly sure we've alienated Italians before, I'm not sure we should go down that route again.
Well, we're getting back that Nola group because we're standing up against Sicily.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Return those bones, Sicily.
There's going to be a very niche audience that we're appealing to.
It turns out all of our downloads are within 20 miles of Nola, Italy. Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, if everyone in Nola downloaded, then we'd be doing pretty well.
It's not bad numbers.
But yeah, so that's his quite short patronage.
So bell makers
list.
and this place in Sicily that stole his bones.
That wasn't even Nola. Yeah.
And not even Nola. Not even Nola.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say it like that, but it sounds like you're not impressed.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt for him on his behalf. I'm like, he should have Nola as like a default. Like I just feel like that's a gimme.
It should be one of his. Yeah.
Bell makers 100% sense. Nola would make a lot of sense as well.
Sutera not so much.
Yeah. No, it's terrible. Even Burgundy or wherever he's from.
Oh yeah, Bordeaux.
Yeah. Bordeaux. Yeah.
But it doesn't really say whether he enjoyed wine. So.
Well, I mean, he spent his whole life in France, Spain, and Italy. I think we can assume he probably enjoyed wine. Anna, do you think that you would ever have Saint Paulinus of Nola intercede for you?
Well, I would like to hope that I am never going to be kidnapped. Because that was like an event where he genuinely did like something tangibly helpful for people.
He did.
So yeah, I'm hoping I'd never need his help because I'm certainly not going to become a property developer. You'll be relieved to hear.
But what if those properties are churches? You just develop a bunch of churches.
Especially not going to build churches.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What else was he helpful about? I mean, I guess he built a road and a hospice.
Yeah.
So again, hopefully won't need his services. Although I guess in Oxford the state of the roads can be pretty bad. We get quite a lot of potholes.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you do need public works done, like
he's the guy to call.
One to intercede for you. I already have a hot foreign wife, so
foreign to you. I mean, I consider her, one of my fellow.
I mean, she's a native to this country, but she was foreign when I met her.
Right. Yeah. If anything, you're the hot foreign wife.
Thank you. It's very sweet of you to say. So I've already covered that base, so I don't need his help with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if I ever need public works done, or if I ever like needed bell-based innovation, you know, like if I was ever stuck on a problem and like I was like, what? Like I don't know, like I'm always trying to like develop new comedy
Yes.
shows and maybe
Yeah,
be like,
you once
maybe
flyered in a dinosaur outfit,
I
and
did
it was
do
very
that.
hot. And around this time of year, you don't want to be wearing something that warm. So maybe
No,
you
it
should just
wasn't.
invest in a little bell, and St. Paulinus
like a town
can
crier,
teach
like
you.
heary
Yeah.
heary comedy.
Oxford Comedy Festival. Roll up, roll up.
Yeah, maybe there's like a way to make comedy out of bells. Like the comedians can only do comedy with bells or about bells.
I would say that if anyone's going to make that happen, it's you. So
Yeah, well,
you're the guy.
Then it's not going to happen because I'm not going to do that.
Oh, well, okay then.
Well, Anna, thank you for bringing me the tale of this effective saint whose love of bells has infected the world.
Whether factually or not.
I'm a Saint Paulinus of Nola truther about his role in bringing bells to the people.
Yeah.
As we say in the St. Paulinus bell truther community, ring-a-ding-ding, let's sing the praises of St. Paulinus.
Lovely.
But thank you so much for bringing me the tale of the saint.
Well,
Anna.
I'm delighted to have inspired your next rabbit hole that you're going to fall down.
Well, yeah, gotta look
Yeah.
up the history of bells now. Guys, next time you see me, I'm gonna have a lot of facts about bells you were not expecting.
That is a Saint Misbehaving promise. Have a blessed day.
All right, bye.
Bye.